A little dose of summertime here in the Queen City as the boys of summer return home. It is certainly a much anticipated opening day. The Reds and Washington Nationals just about ready to open the curtain on 2024.
You can feel the fire. The mayor is back in Cincinnati. Sean Casey with a ceremonial first pitch.
Excited to see Frankie Montas get the ball today. Great to start this season, and this guy really has a chance to set the tone.
The journey to get to today has been long with several bumps in the road, including the latest coming off of shoulder surgery. But he believes the stars have aligned for him to return to prominence.
Digging in to get things started for the Nationals is C.J. Abrams.
Roll to first. Routine, Encarnacion Strand, one away.
Now Lane Thomas will stand in.
Pops him up. Jonathan India got a good roar in introductions. 2 down.
They're two very quickly gone here in the first inning. That brings up Jesse Winker.
This one sent to right, down for a base hit. Fraley gathers. Winker tests for 2. He doesn't have speed. Throw is there, and he is out. And they come to their feet. A minimum face first inning. The dime from Fraley in right field.
26-year-old Gray, New Rochelle, New York native. His offseason home in Lake Worth, Florida. Second-round pick of the Reds in 2018.
Reds leadoff man aboard.
And now Will Benson.
Into right off the bat of Benson. Ball in the air a long time. Lane Thomas returns it. And after the walk, that's a nice one pitch out. And Josiah, first K of the year. 143 in 159 innings last year. 2 down.
A swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. And that retires the side. A leadoff walk, 2 strikeouts and a man left for the Reds. Bottom of the second inning. Jake Fraley, the Reds right fielder.
There's a weak tapper, slowly rolled toward third, charging Vargas. Fields throws late. Fraley beat it. An infield hit for Jake Fraley.
That was really a great play by Vargas at third base, coming in and barehanding this ball. Really the only play that he had.
And now the first at bat of the year for Ellie De La Cruz.
There goes Fraley. And the ball lost by Ruiz. De La Cruz done on strikes. Fraley up to second.
So Gray has his 3rd strikeout. Fraley has his first steal, and the Reds have a man in scoring position for the first time.
It's a tough lineup when Spencer Steer is hitting 7th in your lineup, because this guy can absolutely rake.
Opposite way. That's down base hit. Wave is on for Fraley. Throw goes to second. Fraley scores. Steer as the Reds on the board. The first ribby of 2024. It's 1-0.
Martini was one of those guys in camp battling for one of the extra roster spots. A few extra roster spots opened up with injuries as spring went along.
Martini launches to right. The first bomb of 24 belongs to 23.
And I know last year when this team went on a winning streak, we talked about the production at the back end of the lineup. Spencer Steer hitting 7th in this lineup, and then Martini hitting 8th. This is a very, very deep lineup.
Fraley led off the Reds' bottom of the second with a hustle single to the left side of the infield.
To left center. Winker streaking back. That's one hop to the wall. Jake Fraley 2 for 2 and a standing double.
There's ball 4. It's not open now. De La Cruz aboard for the first time this year with a base on balls.
And so with 2 on, it'll bring in Spencer Steer.
To right field. Thomas back. That's off the wall. Windmill is on. Fraley rips around third. Relay Eaton. Fraley scores. De La Cruz to third. RBI double. Spencer Steer. It is 4-0 Reds. And Nick Martini, who authored the first home run by a Reds DH on opening day. Martini to right center. A 2-home run day. The Reds order a Martini and they make it a double. His second career 2-home run game in the big leagues. It's 7-0.
And it happens exactly at 5 o'clock. Happy hour for Martini has arrived.
2 gone in the 5th. Now tomorrow Vargas.
Swinging a ground ball hit hard toward the middle. Diving stop. De La Cruz up on his feet. Throw to first is wild and out of play into the Reds dugout. So Vargas will get second base.
You know, most shortstops wouldn't have an error on that because they wouldn't have gotten to that ball.
Right. Montas home of the 0-1 to Garcia. This is grounded up the middle, but De La Cruz behind the second base bag is right there to field and throw him out. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Halftime at Great American Ballpark. Reds are up big.
Frankie Montas 5 scoreless innings, 4 fairly soft hits, couple of strikeouts, both looking.
Swing and a miss. It was a high heater. Abrams went up and after it and came up empty. 3rd strikeout for Montas.
Thomas pops it up. Benson weaves in and makes the play.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball up and away. Frankie Montas retires the top 3 hitters in the Nationals order. 1, 2, 3 in the 6th. How about 6 shutout innings for the Reds' opening day starter?
Top 7, new pitcher Emilio Pagan, and Joey Meneses faces him for the first time. He's going to hit one over the other way. That might plug a bit of a gap out there, but Steer was playing so far off the left field line, he picks it up out there. Joey Meneses 2 for 3. Joey Gallo is next.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Came up and in. Good fastball from Emilio Pagan, and that would be his first strikeout in a Reds uniform. 1 down.
First pitch. Right center, Benson. Halfway was Meneses. He's back.
So here's Eddie Rosario. He's hitless on the afternoon.
Runner on the move, and this one high in the air to right.
Go ball.
Fraley can only watch it. See you later. First of the year for Rosario and the Nats. And they're finally on the board with a towering drive in the 7th.
We talked about his slug at the top of the zone, and Eddie Rosario just destroys this ball. 101 off the bat. And what was a wind that was coming in off the Ohio River early on, that seems to be carrying out now.
8th inning here on opening day, 7-2 Cincinnati, and the Reds have another pitcher making his Cincinnati debut. It's the left-hander out of Harvard, Brent Suter, to face lefty, and righty Garcia, Abrams, and Thomas.
And Brent Suter has his first strikeout as a Cincinnati Red as he whiffs Luis Garcia. That was devastating.
Yeah, just a changeup right down the middle, just very different. And what makes that changeup so effective is how fast he works on the mound.
And there is strike 3 called right down the middle.
Storybook.
And how about Brent Suter in his Reds debut in his hometown? He punches out the side on opening day. And the Reds have 2 on with nobody out here in the 8th inning trying to pile on.
Tyler Stevenson single to left, struck out swinging, grounded to 3rd. Runners go. First pitch inside and no throw by Ruiz. Absolutely no chance with De La Cruz. A running start against Rainey. Gets his first steal of the year, and behind him Steer taking second base, a double steal.
Swinging a ground ball to 3rd. Right through the legs of Vargas. They've got Steer hung up, and they will chase Steer back to 2nd as De La Cruz scores on the ground ball to the 3rd baseman Vargas. It went right off his glove. The Reds will get their 8th run of the day. It's now 8-2. And now the Nationals down to their final out. Reds trying to put the nail in the coffin here on opening day.
And he strikes out Joey Gallo. Reds win.
Well, how fitting to have a hometown guy to close out what Frankie Montas started.